Hi everybody, my name's Hella. I'm all the way over here in Australia. I've been watching or listening to all the coverage of the trial of Richard Allen, Indiana versus Richard Allen, uh, the case of Libby and Abby, who were murdered all the way back in 2017. And I was, I'll be really honest, I was very much hoping that the jury would come back with a not guilty verdict based on all the evidence that was presented to them, even though they weren't presented with all of the evidence at all. A lot was kept from that jury. And I'm really interested to see, although we may not find out how they react, but I would love to know how they feel when they see all of the things that were kept from them. All of the many suspects that were left without being interrogated completely, without being investigated completely. The questions that were left unanswered. The theory of Odinism, the ritual killing, the way that crime scene was laid out, did they look? Did they really look at that crime scene? Now, I don't know about all the photos of the crime scene. I don't know if they could see the way those sticks were laid out. I don't know if they noticed that one of those sticks clearly had been sawn off. Some sort of tool was used. Some sort of tool must have been used to create those shapes. At least one of them. One of the ends of those sticks had been cut off. How could Richard Allen, and why would Richard Allen do that in a hurry because he was spooked by some van? There was no camouflage. Those sticks weren't providing any camouflage. What a load of bollocks. Under the Reed technique, he did not crack. He said over and over and over again he knew nothing about this crime. It took months and months and months of him being brutalized, abused, medicated against his will, and the jury saw this. Not all of it. Only some of the recordings were played to the jury. They couldn't possibly have heard all of it. That's too much. Too much of that in-cell video. They would have been there for years to sit there and watch all of it and listen to all of it. All the jail calls, everything. They couldn't possibly have seen it all. So I'm sure it was cherry-picked so they didn't hear him talking about how those guards were threatening to kill him, or his wife, sorry, threatening to kill his family if he did not confess to murdering Abby and Libby. I'm sure that those phone calls that he made where he said, are his family okay? Have they not been hurt by these people? They did not get to the jury. The jury certainly didn't know about the guards and their Odin patches, and when one of them was told to remove the Odin patches, oh, he goes and gets the Odin spear tattooed on his face. The connection between Abby's boyfriend and her dad and Nick McClelland, the prosecutor, many other people who are involved in the local Odinist Club, Elvis Fields. There's a whole list, and it's in the Defense Franks motion from September 2023. But no, Judge Gull decided there was no nexus. If you've been following this, you know the story, but it was all kept from the jury, and I would love to be a fly on the wall for when those jurors who have done their civic duty, I'm not criticizing them, they're not the ones who didn't see everything. Judge Gull is the one who kept it from them. I would love to be a fly on the wall when they see what has been kept away from them. But it's too late now, isn't it? Because you know how long and arduous it is to mount an appeal. And appeals courts love to say, oh, well, that was just harmless error, don't they? I'm disgusted right now. I'm so angry right now. I'm so sad for Richard Allen, for Kathy. I'm so sad for Abby and Libby's families, because you know what? They haven't got the killers. They don't. They just don't. They just don't. And all of these people out here, and I'll show you, these people out here.
Put in on this verdict if you want to hurry.
I'm just going to fast forward to when the verdict gets read out, and when they come out of the courthouse and the verdict is read. Look, I understand the relief in the community, or some of the community.
What is it? I don't know. Guilty on all charges. Guilty. All charges.
That's not justice for Abby and Libby. It's not. Guys, that's not justice for Abby and Libby. You are not safe in your community. You're just not. That was really hard to watch. Because cheering for the wrong man being convicted, that's so sad. It's just so sad. I am praying for everybody involved in this case. I am praying for that community. I hope more than anything that Judge Gull is reprimanded and is removed from her office. I think she is the worst actor in this whole thing, besides the killers, who are laughing right now. They are laughing. Those are my first thoughts. And now I'm going to go and see what Ms. Andrea Burkhardt has to say. But even she can't fix this right now. No one could fix this right now. It's in God's hands. Thank you, everyone.